Hi, hello, how's it going? This is Ronaldo Hernandez, and this is going to kind of be like a continuation to my last video I made, which was called "How Constantly Bracing or Tightening the Abs Ruined Me." And this is gonna be more of a personal video because I feel like this is also a very important aspect to I guess my whole journey. But anyways, what I'm going to talk about today is like the it's kind of coping with the insecurities of like becoming healthy, you could say. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna call it. Um, so in my last video, I said how I explained how me, bracing my abs and tightening my abs, like having a bad habit of doing that constantly, like all the time, um, gave me a lot of issues and ruined my health. And I want to get more in depth on like why I was tightening and bracing the abs. Um, I kind of touched upon it in the last video, or in that video, how it was because of my insecurity, right? I probably started doing it when I was like very overweight, when I was obese, I was fat, whatever, and that was just me masking or trying to hide behind basically all the shit I had in me, on me. I was, very toxic inside. Like literally and like physically, and you say emotionally, mentally. You know, um, I say that because I remember when I was fat and obese, I was always like, I was, very depressed. I always felt, sorry for myself. I on top of that, I got picked on a lot. I got like trust me, I got picked on, like such a long time, and it was not only just like verbally, like people call me names or making jokes about me. It was also physically too, I actually I won't say I got beat up, but you just say like dudes will always try to, kind of pick a fight on me, and but but anyways, you know, dealing with all that throughout the years, I don't think I ever like coped with it correctly. Like I would say I never got over it, but I never kind of like accepted myself as like who I am, and kind of like love myself for who I am. Because I kind of always had this like this thing about in the back of my head, like like I'm not good enough, or I'm not, I ain't shit. I ain't worthy. But you know, um, once I finally let go of the habit of bracing my abs and tightening my abs, whatever, I also kind of let go of all those thoughts that I had too. Even though for a long time, well, not for a long time. Actually, yeah, I won't say a long time because it has been a long time. I went through a lot of self development. I went through a lot of growth, and I was able to have like a positive mindset, and I was always, I was confident in myself too. It like people would tell me that too. Like just the way you carry yourself. You just, you look confident. In yourself, and people think that too about me. Like people tell me that, and I wish I could be a little bit more like you. Stuff like that, or be like you. I actually had a couple of people who told me that I kind of want to be like you. I thought I was crazy at first, but because all just insecurities I had, and I never really completely cope with it. But I see why they say that. I see, and but damn, lost my train of thought. But anyways, um, one I'm just going keep going. One of the reasons why I I was so eager to kind of fix myself, fix all my issues, was because I wanted to look a certain way, I want to get a certain body, I want to get a certain physique, I want to build muscle. I feel like it was always in me to do that, I always want to, kind of be an athlete. Obviously, I'm not competing no more, I'm not in that world anymore, which is fine, it's at the end of the day, only the few could actually, make it so far, which is cool, I accepted that. But I still had a passion for like, kind of like bodybuilding or fitness, stuff like that, it's just something I always wanted to do for such a long time, and I'm still on that journey to trying to get there, Well, actually, I'm on that journey and getting there. I shouldn't say trying, but um, but I just want to say that like, see, to the way to get there, my fault. Damn, this. Fuck it, just keep going. So the way I actually, cause something I look, I did like a whole ton of research about like how can I look this way? Why am I not building muscle? How can I build muscle? What's the best way to build muscle? You know, um, a lot of it was because I wanted to build more confidence within myself, but a more of a better self-esteem. To be honest, I always had confidence. It's just my self-esteem was always low, and it was because of my body. I always had body image issues. And I was never happy with my body. It was to the point where I hate looking in the mirror. No, I wasn't fat anymore. What? Actually, that's another situation, but I should have said that. Never mind. But even though, I hated myself in the mirror, and I just wanted to like what I see. I wanted to love what I see, and I knew that takes hard work. And I'm prepared for that. I was prepared. I am prepared, and I know what it takes to, achieve that kind of body. It's something I always work for, and I always put in the work, but it just things weren't coming out. And one thing that I've learned about trying to become that is that you got to be healthy first. Not just on a physical and like physiological level, like because I say that because you're literally your internal insides, like organs, hormones, stuff like that. They got to be healthy, because for you to build muscle, everything of that kind of realm has to be in like top shape for you to build muscle. Because your body doesn't want to build muscle, you know. Building muscle is a healthy thing, but at the same time, your body doesn't want to do it because it's more work for your body, and your body doesn't want to do the extra work. But however, the body is very adaptive, and you can build muscle, and especially if you have better genetics and building muscle, it'll be easier for you. But for everybody else, that might not be the case, and so you have to kind of work harder or work more smarter to build that muscle. But anyways, a lot of people that preach, especially with like the old school bodybuilders that I was looking into, because these guys were doing it for such a long time. Like obviously they were doing it before it even got mainstream. So I'm like, what did they do? What was so different? A lot of things they preach about when it comes to going on that journey is that you gotta be healthy, and I just said physically and physiologically you gotta be healthy, but I also believe it's not only mental but like you say emotionally, like you gotta be okay with yourself, like you gotta be happy with yourself with who you are and how you look already too, and I feel like that gets overlooked a lot. And don't get me wrong. There are some people who probably don't even have all those things and they're able to build muscle. But those people are just. They just have. I want to say they have better genetics, but um, but at the same time, I know that you can still do it, man. Like I always believe anybody could like achieve the body they want or look or a certain way. They just put in the time into it, because I seen it personally. People do it. So I knew it was possible. I always knew it was. It was just, for me, it just took me a while to actually get over all my all my issues, internally. And I mean that like emotionally or whatever, But yeah, things are really coming out. Things are progressing. Things are getting better. And kind of, it's probably might not even get a lot of views, but I feel like it's an overlooked subject that people don't realize about themselves. They don't think about it. They're not aware of it, and I just hope somebody actually kind of gets something out of this. So, I thank you for tuning in, and this is Fast Life.